Australia's real estate markets may be slowing, but there's a segment in the market that's fetching an eye-popping 25 to 35% premium. It's the upper end in town, and it's called branded residences. But just what are branded residences? What's fueling the demand of this sector? Joining us now is our guest, Erin Van Til, Director of One Barangaroo at Knight Frank. Erin, good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, the concept of branded residences, is it just the idea that people will buy it just because it's a name, regardless of whether it's a better product?
No, I don't think so. I think that there is a definite brand affiliation. So if there is a brand that people feel quite passionate about, it's a hotel that people have stayed in around the world and they feel a connection to it, then that would certainly drive them to want to purchase something within a branded residence under that hotel brand. But branded residences do come in different guises. So you do have the hotel-led, where it's formerly a hotel, and then there are residents associated with that. But you can also have sort of more resort style, where it's a resort, but then you have your own accommodation associated with that you can tap into the services of the hotel.
It's not just, I presume, the prestige of being associated with the brand itself. It's the recognition of the quality and the finishes and the services, if you like, that you think you associate with the brand, yeah? Yeah,
absolutely. So whilst the hotel brand, which gives you the quality that you're after, there's also the management, so the smooth running of the building, which people really appreciate. And then there's the service element, which is the luxury element, so having access to all of the services that a hotel will generally offer you.
Now, it's a relatively new concept in Australia, isn't it? But it is growing. There are more on the drawing board, and there's some sort of coming online now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as people become busier, as people travel more, become global citizens, live higher pressure lives, the services that a branded residence can offer you become more and more appealing to purchasers. Absolutely.
Right, let's take a look at One Barangaroo now, because this is sort of a case in point, isn't it?
It's a pretty special location too.
It is, and I think that's also a point to note. It isn't just the brand, it is the architecture, the interior design, all of those things coming together.
You're talking my language.
And so all of those things coming together, absolutely, at Crown Residences at Barangaroo.
Look at this thing just shining up in the sky like a big beacon in Sydney. It's also just beautiful to see what's transforming that point, because it's not just the quality of this property that we're talking about, it's all the things around it as well that's adding to its value.
Absolutely. The Barangaroo precinct has been hugely well received by Sydney-siders. And I think exceeded expectations. At Barangaroo, we've got 349 six-star hotel rooms, and on top of that, just 82 private residences. All of the residences are unique because of the sort of twist and design of the building. So it is an exceptional product, and certainly, again, with the location, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to live here and be part of the Crown family.
It's pretty opulent, the level of finishes on these images as well. And look at that big angled column going up slowly at the side, but amazingly chromed. It's like it's not a shy design, is it?
No, and that's a standard finish. And I think that's also worth noting, that whether you're purchasing a two-bedroom residence at One Barangaroo or you're purchasing the penthouse, the finishes are the same throughout. You just get a bit more. So Maya Davis, our interior designers, have done a stunning job. It's beautiful.
And are they on the market now? Or?
They are on the market, and Crown Resorts are really pleased with how they've been taken up by purchasers. Hugely well received, and we're really pleased with the results.
Is there an idea of where do you think the market's going with it on pricing for those? Do you have a...
Yeah, I mean, in the report, we're quoted as saying that branded residences will sort of be probably 25 to 35% above market norm. What we can also say is recently, so one of the most iconic branded residences would be One Hyde Park in London, and they broke all the records when those apartments came to the market. They're serviced by the Mandarin Oriental. One of those apartments was recently resold, saw in the press, and achieved an eye-watering figure on a resale. And I think the most expensive property ever sold in the UK. So in terms of a hold value on a branded residence, there's a lot going for it as well.
You're dealing with, international clients on a certain level of income, on a certain level of lifestyle. So these people are jet-setting around the world, and I mean, it's a different world to what we might enjoy.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the advantages, if you are a global citizen and you are jet-setting around the world, the advantages of, you know, calling the concierge before you come home to say, can I have some fresh milk? Can I have a cleaner come in? You know, those things are hugely beneficial. And really, it's about the luxury of time, you know, that these people want back.
I love how you think of fresh milk, Erin, whereas I think fresh salmon and oysters and champagne.
Yeah, but the concierge will provide whatever you're after.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at the Royal Atlantis in Dubai. I imagine is probably quite a common sort of scenario. I imagine there's a lot of branded residences
In Dubai. The whole of Dubai is a branded place.
Dubai is, but this would be the first 6-star residences in Dubai. And
Amazing
it's an
architecture.
incredible building. This is being marketed by Knight Frank as well. It's an incredible development.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is all. Now, this is
Private pools.
This is under construction.
It is under construction.
So this is all digital,
and
amazing
again,
digital
it is under construction and it is on the market at the moment. And Dubai's obviously very familiar with all sorts of brands, but it really is a unique offering for Dubai.
I was flying with Emirates, and they really pushed this on the plane.
Yeah.
They were showing all of this, and when they're showcasing what Dubai has to offer, it's one of their latest showpieces. It's stunning property.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, now we've also got the Amari Phuket residences in Phuket, and again, this is just to look at the amazing pictures of what is possible in this space when, and it's great to see Phuket is really being fully rebuilt and in such a sort of stylish way too.
So this would be an example of more of a hotel, but more holiday resort concept of the branded residences.
Yeah, so this isn't your international traveller on business who
No,
just wants to know they're going to get a standard apartment no matter where they are in the world. This is
more holiday. Holiday
this is the boutique.
focused.
Look at that infinity pool just runs up. Looks like it continues off into the sea.
Absolutely beautiful.
Now, the Hanover Bond Mandarin Oriental in London, is this similar to the One Hyde Park in terms of the sort of
it is.
buzz that it generates?
There are a couple of branded residences in Mayfair, so there's another one on Grosvenor Square that's been serviced by the Four Seasons. And again, whether they're not necessarily fully integrated, but they will use, say, the Four Seasons service staff to look after the needs of the residents in the building.
What do you think, Erin, that this is the hotels, these high-end branded hotels are doing this, almost not putting their eggs in one basket, if you like, of just having a hotel, having the residences as well?
Yeah, I think that there are benefits for residents and for the hoteliers alike. I think, obviously in terms of cost, you're selling a portion of your building, so to fund your hotel. But I think that there is that brand loyalty that comes with it as well, and I think it makes an interesting proposition for both parties.
Is the idea ever that one of these really high net worth individuals might sort of have, a branded residence in each of the major sort of cities? They might have one in Hong Kong and one in New York, and is that sort of the part of it, somebody really buying into a brand who can afford to do that?
Yes, I think that would definitely happen, and we've certainly seen purchasers that will buy what we would refer to in the industry as a trophy asset, the best apartment in the best building around the world, and typically service offering is best when it is integrated with a well-known hotel brand. They're the best at delivering it.
Yeah, we've got one more we can look at in New York too, the Baccarat Hotel.
Yeah,
is that only in New? Is that only in New York, or are they likely to be...
Baccarat, it's in New York. I'm not sure of their long-term plans, but yes, this building completed in 2017, sold out in 2017. Beautiful views over Central Park. So New York has a number of different branded residences as well, different brands.
Particularly all around Central Park. It's a really key area of New York that New Yorkers want to be in, isn't it?
Yeah. And there are other brands that do residences as well, and we've seen that in New York as well. So, Ferrari or Versace or,
Yeah, there's because of Versace on the Gold Coast, Versace Hotel there.
Yeah, we are starting to see it. So you think that's going to be a growing sort of trend for us as well with our market into Australia, possibly on, Sydney, Melbourne, the Gold Coast?
Yeah, possibly. I think branded residences, we know that the Mandarin Oriental is doing a residences down in Melbourne that's sort of in the planning stages at the moment. I think that we're more likely to see in Australia the hotel brand, the recognised hotel brands, rather than the sort of designer brands.
Yeah, there's Marriott's doing one in Docklands in Melbourne, and it is a concept that's certainly expanding here.
Absolutely.
More the high net worth individuals. I think there's 10,000 of them move to Australia every year, so that they're really looking at that.
Well, yeah.
Of course, it's a top place to live. That's why.
This is
and I
true.
like that the concierge can have my milk and my oysters
And
ready
your
for me when we
Oh,
come
not
in.
together.
Erin, thanks so much for joining us.
problem.
It's just eye-watering architecture and another level of living that I'm sure we all aspire to have. At least we can look at it if we can't enjoy it firsthand.
Yes.
But you can still go and stay in the hotel.
Absolutely.
So
the
you
hotel
can still get a touch
we're
of it yourself.
Fully under construction, and the hotel and the residences will be completed at the beginning of 2021. So we need 2 and a bit years to go.
Well, Sophie and I would love to come along when that time
You are
comes. We'll
very
come and have a
welcome.
look in there. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Erin.